Hi everyone, it's Sorkin. Today we have a problem when we are given an array logs which represents the first value of two-dimensional array represents the ID of a user, and the second value is the time at which user performed certain action. So for example, in this case, there's a user with the ID 0 performed action at minute 5, again at minute 5 here, and at minute 2. If the user performs several action in 1 minute, so we are only counting that only once. So, and that minute, how many minutes a certain user has performed, we are defining that the user active minutes. So for example, in this case, for the user with the ID 0, user active minutes are 2 because user performed action at minute 2 and at minute 5. So as a solution, what we are going to do, the first step is what we need to do is we are creating a hash map, or we are creating a dictionary in Python with the key and value. With the key is that the value, the ID of a user 0, and how many minutes user performed an action. So in this case, user performed action at minute 2 and at minute 5, right? So the value is 2. So the UMI for this user, for the user with the value of 0, with the ID of 0, is 2. How about for the user with the ID of 1? With the ID of 1, the UMI also 2, right? So that's the first thing that what we are doing. But what we need to return, besides logs, what we are also getting as an input, we are getting the value of k. K is equals to 5 in this case. So what we need to do is we need to return an array with the size of k. In this case, the k is equals to 5, right? The k is equals to 5. So we need to count how many UMIs, how many users we have with the UMI. So with the UMI of 1, with the UMI of 2, with the UMI of 3, 4, 5, right? Whatever the k is. So in this case, we have only two users with the UMI of 2. So which means that this value is going to be 2, and all these values are going to be 0, right? So we are going to return this array. So with the 0, 2, 2, so with the 0, 2, and all zeros. So as a solution, what we do is, as a first step, right, we are creating a hash map in Java. So what we do is the hash map with the keys being the integer and with the value is being the set, because we want to preserve the uniqueness. If at certain minute several actions were performed, we are counting that as a 1 minute. So what we do is we are adding to our user minutes, we are adding for the certain, so we are taking as a key, we are taking the log 0, and as a value we are taking the log 1 minutes and adding that to our hash map. After we have added all our values to our hash map, our values of our two-dimensional array to the hash map, so what we do is we are creating a result with the size of k, and to the result, so we are going over our values, and what we do is if the UMI is less than k, because we need to return only if the we need to return the result with the size of k, right? So which means that the UMI with the value of more than k, we just disregarding them. So what we do is for each one, right, because it's a 0-based index, so what we do is we are, for example, in this case, right, for the 2, so what we do in this case is we are, instead of incrementing the value of 2, we are incrementing 2 minus 1, because a 0-based index, we are incrementing the value of 1, right, in this case. So we are incrementing that twice because we have only 2 users with the UMI of 2, and at the end we are returning the result. The time complexity in this case is of n, because we are going over our array only once. We are going over array only once, it's the of n, and the space complexity is of u, it's the number of the unique users. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like my content. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Bye.